Teresa Weatherspoon, or Witherspoon, whatever it is, you're withering away as a team. She outscored Angel Reese last night off of 6 fewer shots from the field. Teresa Weatherspoon is an incompetent coach.
3 for 10. That's Angel Reese's shooting record in the Sky's latest disaster. But is she really the one to blame for Chicago's downfall? Let's break down this mess and see who's really dropping the ball. Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, did you click the subscribe button? Great. Thank you so much. Now, back to the video. Okay, picture this. The Chicago Sky are in free fall. They've lost 7 out of their last 10 games. Their season record, a brutal 13-27. And now, they're about to miss the playoffs. It's like watching a car crash in slow motion, but with basketballs instead of metal. You think that's bad? Wait till you hear how this mess is affecting everyone from the fans to the team's bank account. And just wait till we get to the coach. That's where things really get wild. We're talking about a storm that's hitting everyone from the court to the stands. Ready to see just how deep this rabbit hole goes? Remember when everyone was hyping up Angel Reese joining the Sky? Well, that excitement turned sour faster than milk left out on a hot day. Let's break down why Chicago fans are suddenly turning on their supposed savior. First off, let's talk about Reese's performance. In the Sky's latest disaster, she shot a brutal 3 for 10. That's not just bad, that's my grandma could do better, bad. And it's not just one game. Reese has been struggling to finish at the rim all season. Get this. Even in college, she was only in the 33rd percentile for finishing close to the basket. That's like being the 3rd fastest turtle in a race. Not exactly bragging rights. Now, you'd think fans would be patient with a rookie, right? Wrong. Chicago fans are not having it. They're calling for Reese to be benched faster than you can say airball. It's like they've gone from Angel Reese is our angel to Angel Reese is our nightmare in record time. But here's where it gets really interesting. While Reese is fumbling on the court, the Sky's bank account is soaring. Yeah, you heard that right. Despite the team's abysmal 13-27 record, ticket sales are up 33% and revenue is up 58%. It's like the worse Reese plays, the more people want to watch. Maybe they're hoping to see a train wreck in real time? So what's the deal? Why are fans so quick to turn on Reese when she's clearly bringing in the bucks? Well, it's not just about money. Fans are frustrated because they see other players like Kamilla Cardoso getting sidelined while Reese gets all the attention. It's like having a star quarterback who can't throw, but the coach keeps putting him in anyway. Speaking of Cardoso, her teammate Marina Mabre isn't shy about voicing her frustration. She straight up said, "Kamilla needs to shoot 15+ times." Ouch! That's not just throwing shade, that's throwing the whole tree. But here's the real kicker. Despite all this drama on the court, Reese is still a crowd puller. It's like people can't look away from the disaster. They're buying tickets, they're tuning in, they're probably making popcorn for each game. It's the basketball equivalent of a reality TV show. You know it's a mess, but you just can't stop watching. So what does this mean for the Sky? Well, they're in a tough spot. On one hand, Reese is clearly not living up to the hype on the court. On the other hand, she's bringing in more money than a winning lottery ticket. It's like having a car that doesn't run, but somehow increases in value every day. And let's not forget about the pressure on Reese herself. Imagine being the most talked about rookie, having fans turn on you, and knowing you're single-handedly boosting ticket sales. That's enough pressure to turn coal into diamonds. As if Reese's struggles weren't enough, there's another player in this drama who's about to exit stage left. What pushed the Sky to make a shocking coaching change that left even Angel Reese speechless? Enter Teresa Weatherspoon, the now former head coach of the Chicago Sky. Her tenure, shorter than a TikTok video. We're talking 1 season, folks. 1. And what a season it was.
Spoon cares more about Angel getting double-doubles than winning. That's the only explanation. Teresa Weatherspoon is an incompetent coach. Another game where Angel Reese is second on the team in field goal attempts while Kamilla outscores her with less attempts.
The Sky crashed and burned with a 13-27 record, including a brutal 2-12 finish in their last 14 games. That's not just bad, that's Maybe we should try playing blindfolded bad. So, what went wrong? Well, it seems Weatherspoon had a game plan that was about as effective as using a fork to eat soup. Her strategy? Give Angel Reese all the touches, winning be damned. It's like she was playing fantasy basketball instead of, actual basketball.
Seems to have the priority to make sure Angel Reese gets all of these touches. Teresa Weatherspoon, or Witherspoon, whatever it is, you're withering away as a team. And I guess her fandom, her famedom continues.
But here's where it gets juicy. Marina Mabre, one of the Sky's players, wasn't having it. She straight up called out the coach's strategy, saying Kamilla needs to shoot 15+ times. Ouch. That's not just throwing shade, that's a full-on eclipse. And who's Kamilla, you ask? That would be Kamilla Cardoso, the player who got sidelined faster than a bench warmer with a bad attitude.
Does not want to run the offense to the actual good big they've got, which is Kamilla Cardoso. Really and truly, she gets rebounds and block shots. I mean, she is the total package on this team.
While Reese was out there struggling, Cardoso was warming the bench like it was her full-time job. Now you might be thinking, hey, at least Weatherspoon was loyal to her star player, right? Wrong. This isn't a feel-good movie about sticking by your teammates. This is professional basketball, where winning isn't everything. It's the only thing. And Weatherspoon's strategy? It was about as successful as trying to put out a fire with gasoline. The fans weren't happy. The players weren't happy. Heck, even the basketball gods probably weren't happy. It was like watching a train wreck in slow motion, but instead of a train, it was the Sky's season. And instead of a wreck, it was still a wreck. But here's the kicker. Weatherspoon's coaching philosophy was all about not holding players accountable. It's like she was running a summer camp instead of a professional basketball team. Oh, you missed another shot? That's okay, sweetie. Have a participation trophy. Yeah, that's not how you win games in the WNBA.
They are fading away, and now the Atlanta Dream is squarely on their butts. They're stuck at this 11 wins. They are 3-7 in their last 10.
The result? A team that couldn't compete, fans who were ready to riot, and a coach who got her walking papers faster than you can say, "You're fired." It's like Weatherspoon took the Sky's playoff hopes, put them in a blender, and hit puree. And just when you think this story couldn't get any wilder, Angel Reese drops this bombshell. She's literally lost for words about Weatherspoon's firing. Talk about being stuck between a rock and a hard place. On one hand, Weatherspoon was giving her all the playing time she could handle. On the other hand, well, they were losing. A lot. While Reese is feeling the heat on the court, another player is getting the cold shoulder. Remember Kamilla Cardoso. She's gone from rising star to bench warmer faster than you can say substitution.
She outscored Angel Reese last night off of 6 fewer shots from the field. She scored 7 points. This Chicago Sky team is in a full-blown meltdown.
But here's the kicker. Fans are demanding more of her, not less. The Sky's locker room is turning into a pressure cooker, and it's not just because of Reese's struggles. Kamilla Cardoso, once touted as a key player, has been relegated to the sidelines. Her teammate Marina Mabre isn't happy about it either. She straight up called out the coaching strategy, saying, Kamilla needs to shoot 15+ times. That's not just frustration, that's a full-on rebellion brewing in the ranks. But here's where things get really wild. Despite the team's dismal 13-27 record, ticket sales are soaring like a perfectly arched three-pointer. We're talking a 33% increase in ticket sales and a whopping 58% boost in revenue. It's like the worse the Sky play, the more people want to watch. Are fans showing up hoping to witness a comeback, or are they just here for the drama? And speaking of drama, let's talk about Angel Reese's off-court activities. While the team's been struggling, Reese has been making waves on social media. She's been spotted at NFL games and even made an appearance on Wild 'N Out. Now some fans are wondering if she's more focused on building her brand than improving her game. Is it fair to criticize a player for having a life outside of basketball? Or is this just another sign that the Sky's priorities are all out of whack? The team's recent turmoil isn't just affecting the players on the court, it's creating a ripple effect that's touching every part of the organization. The firing of coach Teresa Weatherspoon has left the team in a state of shock. Even Reese, who's been at the center of much of the controversy, said she was literally lost for words about the firing. It's like the Sky took their game plan, tore it up, and now they're trying to play without a playbook. But here's something you might not expect. Despite all this chaos, Reese is still breaking records. She's leading the league in rebounding and setting new benchmarks for consecutive double-doubles. It's like watching a star player shine on a sinking ship. The question is, will her individual success be enough to turn the team's fortunes around? The Sky situation is a perfect storm of rookie struggles, coaching controversies, and team dynamics gone haywire. It's like watching a high-stakes game of basketball Jenga, where one wrong move could bring the whole tower crashing down. But unlike Jenga, there's no reset button in professional sports. The Sky need to find a way to stabilize their foundation before they can even think about reaching new heights. So where does this leave the Chicago Sky? They've got a rookie star who's breaking records but struggling to find her footing, a team that's more divided than united, and a fan base that's growing despite, or maybe because of, all the drama. It's like watching a reality TV show, but with more jump shots and less scripted drama. Alright, let's wrap this up. The Chicago Sky season? Total disaster. Angel Reese's shooting? Yikes. Fans are turning on her faster than a spinner in a tornado. The team's record is awful, but get this, ticket sales are through the roof. It's like people are showing up just to see how bad it can get. Then there's Kamilla Cardoso, warming the bench while her teammates are screaming for her to play more. And don't even get me started on the coach. Weatherspoon's gone faster than you can say you're fired. But here's the real question. Is this the end for the Sky, or just the beginning? With a new coach coming in, could this be the fresh start Reese and the team need? Or are we about to see an even bigger storm? What do you think? Is Reese the problem, or is she just caught in the middle of this mess? Let me know in the comments.